Hello students, myself Adil Hussain Sheikh and welcome to the lecture series of Automotive and Combustion Engine Technology. As we did discussion in previous lectures regarding CAI body and its advantages, disadvantages and its limitations. So today we are going to discuss about SACI body. So what is the meaning of SACI? Homogeneous charge compression ignitions, and in this particular chapter we are going to discuss about introduction sessions, then SACI combustion fundamentals, then gasoline SACI engines, then diesel SACI engines and operational and limitations of the SACI body. So basically we know that the fundamentals of the SACI, and we had already discussion in previous lecture regarding SACI. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about methods to obtain SACI body. How can we achieve SACI combustion in particularly our SI or CI engine? So mixture of fuel and air ignites when the concentration and temperature of the reactions is sufficiently high. So we conclude that SACI occurs at high temperature and pressure. Okay, basically we have to know about it that SACI produce only and only high temperature and pressure. Second thing is that the concentration and temperature can be increased with several different methods. Okay, so first thing is that we have to achieve maximum temperature and pressure, and second thing is that how we can achieve maximum temperature and pressure. So let us discuss how can we achieve maximum temperature and pressure. So first thing is that increase the compression ratio. As we know that CAI body and SACI body working of the 20 Gen 1 and beyond the compression ratio. So first thing and most important thing is that increasing the compression ratio. Second thing is that preheating of the induction gases. Means what is the meaning of preheating? Means whenever we are going to inject air in particular combustion chambers, before injection in particular combustion chamber, we have to heat gases at some particular temperature level, and after preheating of this air we are going to directly inject this heated gas in particularly combustion chamber. So this is the main preheating of induction gases. Which are the advantages of preheating? We can get higher temperature and pressure, directly beneficial to achieve the combustion level temperature. Okay, then force induction system, we are using turbocharged system, we are using supercharging system. With the help of turbocharge and supercharging systems, we are directly achieve higher temperature and pressure of the intake air. Second thing is that retain or re-induced exhaust gases, means internal exhaust gas recirculations or external exhaust gas recirculation we can do in particularly SACI body to achieve high temperature and pressure in particularly combustion chamber. So these are the basic methods for SACI body for rising temperature and pressure in particularly combustion chamber: increasing compression ratio, preheating of induction gases, then force induction systems, and retain or reinduce the exhaust gases. Now in further methods of SACI body, whenever these gases high temperature and pressure is ignited, combustion process takes very rapidly in combustion chambers, and this will ultimately gives us high power output and better fuel efficiency. Okay, second thing is that whenever auto ignition occurs too early or with too much chemical energy, combustion is too fast, and in cylinders pressure can destroy an engine. So we can say that in this particular SACI body we have to calibrate temperature, pressures and combustion wall temperature. So we can optimize all the parameters very carefully and we can achieve SACI combustion process in particularly SI engine. Second thing is that for this reason SACI is typically operated at lean overall fuel mixture. So in this particular SACI body we are using lean mixture. Okay, right. We are not using rich mixture or we are not using ultra lean mixture, but only in SACI body we are using lean mixture compared to SI and CI body. In SI body we are using probably above stoichiometric mixtures, and in diesel engines we are using below stoichiometric level, but in SCCI body we are using only and only lean mixture for formation. So this can reduce directly knocking and deterioration phenomenon in particularly SI engines. Second thing is that which are the advantages of SCCI body? Most advantageous thing of SCCI body is the higher compression ratio. Okay, and whenever we are using higher compression ratio engines, directly efficiency gain in our compression in our combustion process. Ultimately 30% of gain are noted in particularly SCCI body. Second thing is that significant peak temperature. Okay, see, homogeneous mixture of fuel and air leads to cleaner combustion and lower emissions because of peak temperatures are significant lower. Okay, means whenever we obtain lower peak temperature, at that time we get clear combustion process and lower emission gases. And second thing is that NOx levels almost negligible in SCCI body, and additionally SCCI does not produce any kind of soot. So this is the main advantages of SCCI body: lacks NOx formation, negligible soot formation, lower emission process and clear combustion process. So these are the main advantages of SCCI body. And third thing is that SCCI engine can operate gasoline engines, diesel fuels and almost most alternative fuels. Means we can use SCCI body in all engines. Means it is a very familiar engine technology we can use in all types of engines like SI, like CIs, and any alternative body we can, alternative fuels we can, in any alternative fuels we can use SCCI body. So this is the main advantage of this SCCI body. And second and most important thing is reduce in throttle losses. Whenever we have less throttle losses, at that time significantly volumetric efficiency high, and this is the most important advantage of the SCCI body. And we had a discussion regarding throttle losses at our previous lectures in engine downsizing, right? So whenever we avoid throttle losses, at that time directly we can gain higher volumetric efficiency. Now, which are the disadvantages of SCCI? First one is the cold start capability. So this is the main reason, right? Second thing is that high heat release and pressure. Obviously, we are using high compression ratio, so engine runs on the high temperature and high pressure. So at that time, high heat release from the engines, and it directly contribute to the engine wear. So this is the main disadvantage of the particular SCCI body: high temperature and pressure. How can we avoid it? To using better cooling systems and better lubrication system. We can reduce it, okay, because of whenever we are using high speed engines cars, at that time we are using 2 to 3 times cooling, 2 to 3 way cooling methods, right? So in this particular SCCI body, we are using effective cooling and lubrication system to avoid this kind of phenomenon. Second thing is that auto ignition. See, auto ignition is difficult to control, okay. Whenever we cannot control it, at that time we have to face so many problems in our combustion process, right? So auto ignition is very difficult to handle, right? Next thing is that SCCI operates on very small torque range. Unlike diesel and petrol engines, we cannot use SCCI body at high range systems, okay, because it has a small torque range. Because whenever we are using lean flammable limits, at that time we have a limited criteria of temperature and pressure. So at that time we cannot use SCCI body at high torque ranges. Then and then there are so many changes we have to required in our particularly engine for using it very high torque range. Otherwise we cannot use it very high torque ranges. Next thing is that main disadvantage of this particular system is its emission of CO and SC. Although we have a low NOx system, but ultimately we have a high hydrocarbons and high carbon monoxide in this particularly system. So how can we avoid it? We can using two-way catalytic converter, three-way catalytic converters. So with the help of these types of catalytic converter, we can reduce and we can minimize the ratio of hydrocarbons and CO. Okay, and also we have to because very high hydrocarbons and carbon monoxide emissions, we have to confess that SCCI body produce very low NOx formation, but it's also emit very high hydrocarbons and CO compared to SI and CI technology. So these are the main disadvantages of SCCI body. Yes, this is the comparison of SCCI engines, advantages, challenges and proposed solutions. Okay, so which are the proposed solutions? We can use VVT engines, we can use dual mode systems, we can use optimal combustion phasing, we can also use glow plug system, we can also use turbulent PFI systems. Okay, and which are the challenges of the particularly SCCI body? Control combustion process, then limiting operating range, then high level of SC and NO, then cold start problems, then premix charge preparation. And which are the advantages of SCCI system is the higher thermal efficiency, low NOx, particular meters, then higher fuel economy and fuel flexibility. So this is the summary of the SCCI engines. You can use it and for reference, okay, and it will be also helpful in your GTU exams. So this is it for my side in this particular lecture. In very next lecture, we are going to discuss about some more features of the SCCI body. Till that, stay home and thank you.